Welcome, dreamers and wanderers, to a new business clarity tarot reading here at Dream and Wanderland. This is a very special category here on Dream and Wanderland because it is related only to business. So when you are a business owner, have an own business, no matter if a small one or an already bigger one or a global one, this is your message, guidance, support for you and your business, and what are the next steps, and yeah, just a little bit of guidance and nudge from the universe for you to help your business even grow as big as possible and as profitable as possible. So I have here the Divine Planning Abundant Profits Oracle cards from Joanna Hunter, one of my mentors that I started with doing all the things, and the Magic Cats Tarot from Betty Greco. I love that. They are so cute. You will see it in a minute. And I will start with the Oracle cards to see what theme or what is the question for tonight, and yeah, the topic that your business needs attention on. Okay, that is a little, yeah. All right, maybe there's a lot going on at the moment. However, we would like to have only one topic at the time, not everything at once. Okay. Okay, there we are. All right. So the question is, she hung the moon. What would it look like if you hung the moon for your clients or customers? How can you improve the customer experience? Are you giving the customer an experience you would like to experience yourself? Number 5 in Tarot is the Hierophant. So is there, with the Hierophant especially, there could be, it could be related to any kind of contracts between you and your clients. Is everything clear? Then the connection or the guidance or the way, the beliefs that you have is in regards to your relationship to your customers. Is that the right thing for them or for you or for both of you, or are there things to tweak? And you can use those. I hold it a little bit closer into the camera so that you could make a little snapshot of those questions, because you can use them for a little journaling session or reflection time and review time on your customer relation journey and your the customer experience that your customers have with you and your business when you make business with them, however that looks like. But how is the experience? Is there anything that you can improve that maybe could be faster or easier, or just one click instead of 5, for example? So that is the topic for today. Okay, let's see what the tarot cards have to say about that. Maybe let's start with where the issue could be. And by the way, this is, although it is a very specific topic here with business clarity, however, it's still a collective reading, so it's for all of those who will find this video, and this can be very yeah, it can vary between the one or the other. And it's a timeless reading. That means whenever you find this video, from that point onwards, there might be a message in here as well for you. So keep that in mind. If you like to have a clarity reading for only yourself and your situation and your business, then you can, of course, book a reading with me, a session. The links are down here in the description box. So if you're interested, I would love to have a look for you into your business through the cards and give you the messages that come through, or that will come through. So let's see, what is the potential issue here with the customer's experience or the experience that your customers have with you, your business, your company, and so on. So let's see. Okay. 8 of Pentacles. Okay, so what I get here is the 8 of Pentacles, of course, and there is a lot of work in regards to a customer experience, a customer journey by you. You really make sure that a lot of things are happening. You really bring them everything that you can, that you have to bring, or that is available, and you, or what they want, you bring that to them. It almost feels like a little overachiever, that you provide more than they expect, or not what they expect, but what they paid for, actually. That nails it a little bit more. And still, it's not enough. So you put a lot of effort in there, and still it almost feels like you meet a kind of upper limit. To make it easy, you could earn more with less work, because it doesn't mean that the quality needs to be decreased or something like that. That's definitely not, but the way you provide what you provide, like your services or your trainings or products, whatever it is that you offering, there is definitely room for improvement, and you would like to look into the question, how can you make the entire experience more efficient for both of you, for your clients, for yourself especially. Less work for more profit for you, and at the same time, at least give them the same kind of quality what they have right now, or even better, but with less work that stands behind there. So maybe think about your processes to make them easier, or even to scale your offers. Like if you currently provide your offers in a one-to-one or exchange time versus money, then of course there is limited time to make a certain amount of money. And especially then when you start to over deliver, then of course there definitely is room for improvement. So there are many ways, depending on your situation, where you stand right now, how to make that whole experience more efficient with the same quality. So this is what I get here with the Eight of Pentacles. And it's all about processes, or a team. You don't need to have to do everything by yourself. So of course, for beginners who just have started their business, especially when they are solopreneurs, then there might be at the moment not the resources to build an entire team, for example, but then maybe look into the processes that you use for delivering the customer experience. Yeah, that is the message here. So what is it that you could do to make it more efficient and more profitable and better? Of course, customer experience is important, and that should be on a certain level of quality, of course. And I mean quality, not quantity. Don't deliver more than actually is needed. There's even if you think things are important for them, but at some point especially when they are on their journey, not at the point where they can actually use what you have additionally delivered, then it's for both of you. They are maybe a little bit overwhelmed because of all the wisdom that you deliver, and you have delivered a lot more than actually necessary, and that you could have easily saved for a later stage on that journey. Okay, so what is it that you could do to make it more efficient, more profitable, and so on? Okay, the cards don't really want to talk in regards to this question. Okay. What you could do. Okay, so what you could do is, with the Three of Swords here, you could have a look where you feel the most pain. So is there anything in the experience of your customer or on that journey in the entire process, like from acquire them, talk to them, onboard them, work with them, etc., etc. What and where do you feel the most pain? And then have a look at that stage in the process and see how you can make it whether easier for you, for them. Could you automate something in that stage? Could you maybe eliminate that completely because it's just another step that doesn't fulfill any kind of purpose? Can you outsource that to whether another team member or to someone completely else? Like, I don't know, for example, inbox management. It's something that you can outsource to a VA, a virtual assistant, for example. If you hate managing your emails, you're reading them or sort them out, have a look what is important, what not, then that is definitely something that you can think about to hire a VA. That there are many VAs out there who are specialized in just inbox management, and where they really go through your emails and sort them between nice to know, maybe for later, and really take care of immediately, and things like that, or customer relation management, of course. Those things could be things that can be delegated to someone else as well. So really have a look. It's all about reflection here. Go through the journey that your customers have when they want to work with you, and then have a look what is the biggest pain for you, but also put yourself into the shoes of them, of your customers, and see where in your process, what you currently, in the way that it's set up at the moment, where they may have the biggest pain, and then tweak that in a way that it's more efficient, easy, uncomplicated, things like that. Okay, that is interesting. I really like that. So, okay, I wasn't finished yet with asking the question, so I'm not sure what they want to tell us. Here we have the Hierophant again, and the Three of Wands. There is something that wants to come through but doesn't really do it yet. It's something about the journey, your journey. Okay. Together with the Hierophant, and we had that Hierophant here already, and there might be things that you think or that you believe they have to be in a certain way, maybe because someone has taught it to you or told you that you have to do the things this way. However, as you can see, this beautiful cat with all the colors, you are unique. You are not as anyone else. And even if you had a teacher, a trainer, coach, mentor, however you want to call it, or just someone else who has or who seems to have more experience because that person is already on that journey for a while or longer than you, and that might be good suggestions, and you may follow them at the moment and think this is the way to be. However, every one of us is unique and different, and not everything that someone else has done matches you and your energy and the way doing the things. So really think about how would you love to have the things. So really make sure that it's you who look at the process and set it up the way you want it and how you would expect it if you are the customer, as well as make it easy for yourself. And even if someone else is saying, OMG, you can't do that, it doesn't matter. It is your business, it's your company, it's your life. You are unique. You have so many different facets here. And it's your task, it's your responsibility to find a way that it works for you. And of course your customers, but there are customers that are a match for you and the way you're doing the things, and some are not. And you can't make everyone happy anyways, so make sure that you do it your way. And if you do it your way and are happy with that, then the customers will come anyway. So there you don't need to you don't need to worry about. It's really finding your way and not how anyone else or how you believe how things have to work. And this belief can be really fed by teachers, trainers, mentors, other people's more experienced people's, or people that you think they are more experienced. So that is, yeah, there might be things in there that you like. However, don't take over everything. Want to one-on-one or copy it 100%. Take the things that you like and that work for you, and then the rest figure out yourself, or at least find your own way. You can orient yourself on others, but in the end it's your thing and your responsibility to find the way that works best for you. Okay, nice message here. All right. But now, the question that I actually wanted to ask is, what should you stop doing? Is there anything that you should stop doing, or that you have a look at? Yeah, what should you stop doing? 2 cards, and we have the Knight of Pentacles, and with that picture here, okay, so it almost feels like, or not almost, the feeling that comes through with that specific card here is to bring everything to your clients. Like, there is a German saying that we used to say in those cases. I'm not sure if there's an English equivalent. I'm pretty sure there is, but I don't know it yet. But I try to describe it. So it feels like you serving the things, your offers, on a golden plate. Like, you really, here, my dearest customer, is what you asked me for, or what I think you want. And it is similar to the over-delivering topic that we had here. It's you really powder their butt, or I don't know how to say that. It's really that you take care of everything and really bring, for example, if I don't know, just as an example, if you have an online course and it's made to be, or it's supposed to be, a self-led course where the customer is responsibility to watch the videos, fill the workbooks, do the work, and you try to nudge them, ask them, provide it to them, although they don't do a thing on themselves. And this is what I get here with the Knight of Pentacles. Like he or the cat is literally bringing you or bringing the customer the gold. And at some point, you may want to stop that and declare to them that it's their responsibility if they bought a certain way of, let's stay with the online course, the self-led course. If they have bought a self-led course, then it's their responsibility to learn what they want to learn and not yours. They have paid, you have delivered, and that's it. And not you trying to bring them even more knowledge, wisdom, impulses, trying to make them want to learn the things. They have bought it, you have delivered, done. And that is what I get here with that bringing the golden coin. So that is something that you may want to think to stop. And that makes the whole experience, especially for yourself, definitely easier. And probably also for your customer, because sometimes when you try too hard, people's reactions sometimes can be weird. So if there are strange reactions to your efforts to deliver the wisdom that you want to share, just saying. And the High Priestess. Okay. It seems to be a theme that is specifying itself here. We have here the theme of over-delivering, here a little bit of too much to, also over-delivering. Here I get a similar thing, because you are the High Priestess and you see the things that other people may not see because they can't really look behind the veil and don't have the connection, or to the connection to the divine, for example. You have that, and you know that, and you have the wisdom that is shared by the divine with you. However, and the thing is that you love to share it with your customers, especially when there's a single connection between you and your customer, like for example a one-to-one or in small groups or something like that. You see the things, you know the things, and you try to share that with them, but sometimes they are not open enough to hear that, and they just don't want to hear that, and are just not open and available to hear what you have to say, because you know more about what their real issue is than themselves at that point. And that that is something that you should stop doing. Just give them as much information as they need at that stage where they are at that moment. It doesn't mean that this knowledge that you have, that wisdom that is shared with you by the universe, is not important or something, but maybe not for now, for that moment where the customer is, and can be shared at a later stage when the journey of the customer itself is further, or if there is already a shift that is visible, for example, when he or she is ready to hear that. Otherwise, you give advice, support, impulses, downloads, you share your wisdom, and sharing that with someone who don't want to hear that anyways. That is just draining your energy, and then yeah, you know best what happens when you gave all your energy and you are pretty much without energy left because you gave it all, and still the person don't want to see it, hear it, want to change something that you just shared that needs to be changed. It's just frustrating. And if you do that over a long time, then yeah, you know, you probably had that feeling already at some point. So be careful with that and maybe tune it a little bit down. Okay, is there a tip by the universe? The last card. Okay, the last 3 cards. The 6. Okay. Oh, hell yeah. It's, we have 2 cards, the 6 of Swords and the 8 of Cups, both saying you leave something behind, go to new adventures, new adventures. And here it's the same. You leave something behind into the unknown and to get something new. And at the same time, we have the Death. I had that as a daily divine yesterday, so maybe there's a message for you as well that will help you with the transformation you and your business need right now. And this, that is the message for today, or for this reading here. I hope it helps you. I hope it guides you through your current situation with you, your business, your customer experience. And let me know in the comments if you like it, if it resonates, if you know what you want to change or not. And then book a reading, of course, with me for your situation, for your individual situation. Leave me a like, subscribe to the channel, and see you very soon next week for a new business clarity tarot reading, or at any other videos here on the channel as well. Love, and see you soon. Bye.